The endomembrane system is the combination of a cell's membrane-bound organelles and non-membrane-bound organelles. Let's start with the non-membrane-bound ones. First is the cell membrane. It controls what goes in and out of a cell. I went over the cell membrane and cell transport in more detail in my previous video, so check that out if you're interested. Next is the cell wall. It is a barrier that protects the cell, and also a structure that keeps the cell from being too disoriented. Plants, fungi, and bacteria all possess cell walls. These are ribosomes. They synthesize proteins by reading a command from the nucleus in the form of genetic material and attaching the relevant amino acids. These genetic commands are called mRNA. Next is the cytoplasm. It is the material that makes up the empty space of the cell. The cytoplasm is composed of water and dissolved nutrients, which is important because it allows many chemical reactions to occur in the cytoplasm. Then there's the cytoskeleton. These are rods that keep the cell together. They can also help with vesicle transportation, which are blobs that carry various materials. Up next is the centrioles. These make spindle fibers, which are the strings that pull the chromosomes apart during mitosis. Finally, there is the flagella and cilia. These are strings, typically found in bacteria cells, that help the cell move around. Next, let's talk about membrane-bound organelles. First is the nucleus. It is the organelle that protects the genetic information, which is DNA, from the outside forces. It is also where the mRNA that codes for proteins in ribosomes are made. Inside the nucleus is the nucleolus. This is where rRNA is made, which is part of the material that makes up ribosomes. Next is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. It packages proteins that are produced by the ribosomes that are attached to it. This is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It produces lipids and hormones, as well as detoxifies the cell waste. This is the Golgi apparatus. It takes the packaged proteins and lipids from both the endoplasmic reticuli and sends them in the form of vesicles. It can also receive vesicles for the cell from other cells. The lysosome is a lipid bubble filled with hydrolytic enzymes. These are enzymes that use water to break things through hydrolysis. The lysosome and its enzymes breaks down and recycles unneeded materials. The peroxisome is responsible for lipid hydrolysis, as well as the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide. It also has enzymes similar to the lysosome. Up next is the vacuole. It stores fluids and other materials until a cell needs it. Plants have one large vacuole that looks like this, while animals have many small vacuoles like these. Here is the mitochondrion. Its surface area inside has been optimized for ATP production, and it's also where most of the processes of cellular respiration occur. Finally is the chloroplast. This is the site of photosynthesis, and it has many thylakoids, which is exactly where light is gathered and photosynthesis occurs. That's all I want to go over in this video. Thank you for listening to my explanation. If you like how I explain these concepts, please subscribe to the channel. I will be posting more videos like this in the future. If you're confused about anything, feel free to drop a question in the comments. I'll be sure to answer. And if you're curious about another topic, I can answer those questions as well.